Chill, get in. Chill, get in. There you are. You're in. Fantastic.
I'm in.
You know, you've been waiting your entire life to hear that. I know it.
Yeah.
This is a great day for you.
I've been playing a little bit of League of Legends on the side recently, and people over there even tell me chill, get out. So it's not just inside the Starcraft world. It's everywhere I go.
Esports is global. Fantastic. That's what I want to hear right there. I'm loving the cross-pollination between this game and a bad game. That's awesome. I'm sorry, I play LoL, and I know it's bad. So, same reason I play Modern Warfare every now and again. If I want to play a game that requires no brains or skill, I run Modern Warfare 3. And I get just that, and that's cool. And then if I want an FPS that's actually good, I play Tribes. So, it's all good. Well, there's an
Just shotgun spraying at all the games, eh?
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. I'm okay with it. I'm just... What can I say? I am biased against Riot because they still haven't, after 12 months, given me my referral bonus. Like, those of you...
Really?
Yeah, so those of you who don't know, and Chill maybe doesn't know this either, perhaps you do, perhaps you don't.
No.
What it comes down to is you can refer players to League of Legends, yeah? And you get rewards at certain times, yep?
Okay.
Now, the big reward is a 10,000 referrals, which they envision no one would get. That was very silly of them. They let you design a champion, yeah? Now, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I've got about 500 more to go. I'm at 9,500. But at 1,000, they give you a really cool thing as well, or supposedly, which is they name an item in the game after you, or some kind of content element. So, like, I think the first one was on the map, Twisted Tree Line. One of the NPCs is named after, I think it's Grez, if I recall correctly, the Lizard King or whatever. It's named after a player.
Okay.
Turns out, Totalbiscuit is not compliant with the law. Totalbiscuit is not canon. So they're having real difficulty, and for the last 12 months, they've kind of been stalling on my 1,000 referral reward, so I'm a bit upset with them, really. Like, I'm okay with changing it. We know we could maybe move things around a little bit, but no, there's no Totalbiscuit item in the game, and that upsets me, and I earned that referral bonus a year ago.
Well, I'm pretty excited to be laning against Totalbiscuit when he gets released in 300 referrals, so that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, so if you guys don't play League of Legends and you want to start, by all means, head over to my referral link, which I actually can't remember. It's unfortunate, but I think I did a video called WTF is League of Legends, and like all of my League of Legends videos that I ever did, they've got the referral link below there, so...
Right.
It is quite nice, though, because they unlock all the content for you at 5,000. So... Riot being kind of lazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing is, Riot is kind of lazy. This is what you got to understand about Riot. Riot is always kind of lazy about things. So instead of unlocking all the content, they just give you 500,000 Riot points and say, buy everything. And I'm like, what? But it was the best thing every time I streamed, because people accused me of hacking because I had 500,000 Riot points on my account. Alright. Monobattles Megaton will be the destination for this one. One of these guys is going out, potentially, here. Will Liquid be able to pull it back and actually win a map? Wouldn't that be amazing?
I was reading the forums during the break, and a lot of blame seems to be on Bumblebee's shoulders. But I believe, man, he's going to bring it back.
Bumblebee clutch play coming in right here. That's guaranteed to happen.
Right.
Chill says
when he's
so.
Cornered is when he's strongest.
I don't know if bees really do that. Like, it doesn't matter, because as long as he stings once and then dies, you'll still at least get a map. And then he can replace Bumblebee after that, so that seems okay, right? Everyone's a winner.
It's a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. My monobattle strats, man, don't mess them. Oh, man, Chef got Zerglings. He ain't mucking about. Bling gets Colossus.
Colossus Roach.
Roach is
probably
good.
going to re-roll that Colossus.
And he didn't. No, he picked it.
Oh,
the funny thing is, these guys are taking big risks. They're excluding nothing. They could get some really bad stuff. Hydras for Dream. I don't see that going all that well. We'll see. Bumblebee gets Banelings. This is a good rush comp here. They've got Lings and Banelings. They could do a lot of damage early on, and they should. They really should. They should go for it.
Ling, Baneling, Muta so far for Liquid, I believe.
That's really good. That's an incredibly good comp.
Yeah, that's like a real Zerg comp.
Mers gets Lings as well, so Mers can rush. Mutalisks for TLO. Yep.
Oh, 2 mutas.
Yeah. Wow, did you seriously get double Mutalisk? Ling Baneling double Muta is actually, I think, even try-hardier than what EG got. That's impressive.
Okay, maybe that was just TLO locking in his mutas, because I think he had mutas before.
Maybe.
So maybe it's Noni. Noni is still unknown.
Yeah.
We're waiting on Noni and Bishu right now.
This is what happens when I drink. I get less funny, if you can believe that's possible.
Come on. I'm so antsy.
It's tense, man. This is tense stuff.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
20 seconds before lock-in. Noni picks siege tanks. It's not bad. Siege tank will give them the punch in the later game. It gives them really good defense as well. If you can rush out a siege tank or two with siege mode, fantastic. Especially if you wall off. And we're just waiting on Bishu, who will be forced into Roach by the looks of it. Alright, so the compositions are as follows. Team Liquid gets Siege Tank Baneling, Zergling, and Mutalisk, which is really quite good. Bling gets Colossus, and then Colossus, Hydra, Roach, Ling. It's not bad for both guys, actually, but I think Liquid has the edge here.
I think the mutas are really going to be difficult to stop if it gets to the mid-game. Only Hydra's going up against them. That means the mutas are going to dominate the team fight, and then they'll be able to bounce back and forth, do a lot of harassment.
That's the big thing, isn't it? It's like, yes, Hydra's is great, but the problem is that Hydras aren't very mobile, so those mutas are going to do an awful lot of damage. Unless, of course, there are... How many Zerg players? There's 3 Zergs on the Dignitas team. They need to start spreading creep immediately. Like, throw down a creep tumor instead of that first inject. Get the creep going. And hell, share control so that you can help spread creep. There's Bling's strat
I would love
here.
to see, yeah, I'd love to see Bumblebee and Chef go for a rush. Like, we haven't seen Team Liquid really going for it full tilt and going for a rush. Like, just a pretty quick Ling, Baneling, and, you know, try to take one guy out early.
Yeah. That seems like
yeah, Roaches will be able to deal with it, but I don't think he's going to have them out that quickly.
I don't think he's going to have enough either. Like, Ling Baneling versus the amount of Roaches that come in, especially bear in mind, before 5 minutes you can't start pumping resources. I think they can overwhelm him, honestly, I really do. And they should. You can't play... The problem with Monobattles is you can't play, like, this whole 5-min no-rush honor crap. It doesn't work.
Right.
You've got to be a bastard in Monobattles. It shouldn't be called Monobattles, it should be Monobastards. What are we getting?
We got Bling going for a 15 Nexus, so...
Oh, wow.
Not doing the Noni style. He's not going to rush for Colossus. I find that surprising, considering, you know, you're up against Ling Baneling. That kind of lends itself to rushes. Forget that, I'm going 15 Nexus.
It's risky, man. It's really risky, but it could pay off. I mean, it's not a terrible map to fast expand on, but it's not the worst either. I mean, I don't know. It's dodgy here, I think, from Dignitas Bling, and I don't know. I'll have to have a stern talking to him. I might have to dock his sponsorship for doing that. I don't know. If it works, I increase his sponsorship. If it doesn't, then he loses a bit. That's how it's going to be.
I like that. Results-based income.
Yeah, absolutely. Performance-based. They argued to do it with teachers in the UK. I don't see why they can't do it with players. And to be fair, players kind of have performance-based income anyway. It's called prize money.
This is true. We do have the Baneling Master for Bumblebee at about 75%. TLO putting down a few spines, so not... oh, TLO's mutas, excuse me. Who got Lings? That's Chef.
Yep, Chef got Lings. Chef will be very happy with that, I think. And they're now moving out coordinated attack by the looks of it. I like the fact that Liquid just aren't talking, because I'm pretty sure they're on voice chat, whereas the Dignitas guys are just, we're just going to type, it'll be fine. And this is why 15 Nexus is probably a terrible idea when you play against Chef.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Not a good start here for Dignitas.
I legitimately think Bumblebee doesn't know that his Lings don't attack. There we go, finally turning them into Banelings.
I was going to say, that's infuriating.
Trying to come out with some Lings as well.
Because I gave him the email that said this. Oh.
Bishu calling for feeding.
Yep.
Trying to get those roaches out. So this Nexus is absolutely going to go down.
Yeah.
Banelings coming in.
Bumblebee's going to get a good splash
wow.
off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bling.
Oh, good lord.
Bumblebee. Clutch play coming in right here. That's what I like to see. I get the last Baneling. Oh, so sick. Oh, yes. I told you, man. Bumblebee's clutch play will save Liquid this game. The 15 Nexus is down. Bling is crippled economically. Nice start there from Liquid.
And after your pay cut, he's going to be crippled economically in real life.
Oh, man. Bling, you're on ramen for the rest of the month, you bastard. And here comes that rush once again, going for Bling's remaining probes. And Bling's going to have to get fed pretty hard. And Shet's just going for it. He's going for it, doing as much damage as he can here.
The only thing Dignitas really have going for him is they've got a lot of roaches out from Bishu. And look at Murs going up to 5 hatches. So
very
Roach
standard.
Ling will be very strong in the mid game. Ling's still coming in from Shet, harassing Bling. But, you know, until they get the tanks out and they get the mutas out, Roach Ling will be very strong.
Yeah, Murs has got a good number up now. And he should be okay. Trying to feed Bishu as much as possible. Because, well... I don't know. I mean, maybe I would feed Murs, honestly, because just let him build from all of those macro hatches. It would be absolutely insane. You can see on the production tab what's going on. And TLO's getting the mutas out. He hasn't really been touched, but this Roach counterattack is going to try and... If that takes the Spire out, that's going to be very nice. But, deploying the Siege Tanks. I don't know if Noni... Can he get it? Oh, he gets some good hits on here. I don't know if he can stop this.
Wow.
I think he's going to get away with it. That's not going to kill it in time. Very nice.
That
There's
was
the
a
defend.
big blunder.
Yeah.
He would have done, you know, in retrospect, he would have... Whoa. Is TLO killing himself?
I'm not... I hope not.
Okay.
No, he's not.
TLO is slowly taking out his lair. Okay, there
Okay,
he goes.
that's very standard play there by TLO.
Jack.
Yeah, very standard play by TLO. It's totally, absolutely fine.
Well, Dignitas doesn't really have anything. They have 2 Hydras to defend against these mutas. Bling is 100% dead. And the 15 Nexus really didn't help out this game.
No, it really didn't. It was a bit of a risky move to go for that, but in this kind of scenario, you might think, oh, well, it's totally imbalanced, but what you really need to do is, there's the GG, and Liquid gets a point on the board thanks to Bumblebee's clutch play. Once again, I told you, man, the beast is unleashed from Bumblebee.
Absolutely.
That's how it is. That's how it rolls, but what you got to do in that scenario is you've got to kill the sodding Spire. I mean, you've got... Honestly, Noni walls off on this side, but this side was completely open. Go kill the Spire. That's the way that you beat this. If you're like, oh god, mutas, that's just stop the Spire from going up to begin with. That's how you actually win with that kind of comp. But the attack came from Liquid first, and Dignitas couldn't deal with it. So there we go, 1-1 in this best of 3 series.
Yeah, and going back to that 15 Nexus, I like taking a risk, but when you look at your comp versus their comp, you have a mid-game comp and you're going up against a potentially early-game rush. It doesn't make sense. The game was over at that point. Despite Dignitas complaining that they had been countered by the composition, I really didn't get that 15 Nexus whatsoever.
No, the fights were against them, but at the end of the day, it's what you do with the units that really matters. The 15 Nexus from Bling was definitely a terrible idea, so we're going to be cutting his salary this month, and he will be living on ramen alone. We'll see whether or not a pro gamer can subsist on that crap. I have to wonder how many pro gamers already subsist on that crap, actually.
Well, probably 90% of the Koreans.
This is true, but their ramen's pretty good. I can't remember who it was. Maybe
fantastic.
It was Puma. Maybe it was MC. But I remember one tournament. Maybe it was... I can't remember the name of the tournament. So this example is really terrible to get started. But one of the Koreans basically just brought a suitcase full of food. He had like one set of clothes and then noodles. And apparently the thing to make them.
That was an MLG.
Was it MLG?
Told that story.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who it was, but yeah, he's like, he only brought ramen and kimchi.
Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't... I suppose in an environment like that, having a change of clothes doesn't really matter, because... you know, it's like going to work in a swamp. You're gonna smell by the end of the day anyway, so what's the problem? Noni bragging right here.
Might as well.
Yeah.
You might as well have good food in your belly.
Exactly. Bumblebizzle is apparently the name of it now, as we can see in the chat right there. Excellent baneling micro from Bumblebee. It was pretty baller. All credit to him. He got them detonations off. It was good.
Shared control.
Dignitas accusing of shared control. Oh, it's going down right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's major. That is major. So hacks. Quick commercial break, folks. Game 3 Dignitas versus Liquid coming in very shortly. Don't go anywhere.